Hey guys, and welcome back to the workshop. Um, Today I'm going to be going over something that I have recently found out like this morning. As you guys all know, that I'm refinishing this hand plane right here. It's pretty dried out. There's some checks in it, um, and I want to give it a new life. And a lot of times on websites you can read and you find out what you're supposed to use to restore different things. Well, I found a lot of guys on lumberjocks.com are saying use boiled linseed oil, and so I went to the wood store this morning and asked around and asked if they had any boiled linseed oil. Well, they said they do, and we went and looked, and they were, of course, out of stock. So the guy asked me why I needed the boiled linseed oil, and I told him what I was doing, and he said, "Why do you need boiled linseed oil?" I said, "Well, that's what everybody else says to use." I didn't do my research beforehand, and he didn't have a clue, and he said, "Well, any kind of oil should work." So I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." So he recommended this Wok Cove rejuvenating oil. Um, so I went ahead and bought it. It was like $8, and when I was there, I asked him about, or he also recommended ton oil. I said, "Well, what about that ton oil from Walmart, which would be this Minwax ton oil finish? It's not 100% ton oil." What I'm getting at is that there is a reason for the boiled linseed oil, and that is what, after I got home today, I researched it, and because I didn't want to just throw this the Wok Cove rejuvenating oil on and end up destroying this hand plane. So I went and did a little bit of research, and I'll explain real quick why you need that, and you can't just use any kind of oil. Um, when your planes are old and dried out, they lose the moisture and they start opening up, and that's what causes all these little cracks all throughout your hand plane. Well, the boiled linseed oil, what it does is it saturates the hand plane and makes it so that it doesn't shrink or expand. It stays in with proper content of, I guess, your moisture. Um, but with the rejuvenating oil, what you would do is just take it and you would actually just wipe it on, and you say you wipe it on your body, on the body's plane, and you start using it. Well, it doesn't seep into the wood and make it a constant barrier against the moisture. It actually just protects the sides, and the moisture will still get up into the bottom, and it can actually cause other areas to crack. The boiled linseed oil, what you would do is have a container, and you would drop the bottom of it into the oil and let it sit there for like about a day, and it'll actually draw up through your plane and saturate the entire plane, not just the outside, but it will saturate the entire plane. Um, and that's why you want to use the boiled linseed oil instead of the other things. Now you can use ton oil, 100 the pure ton oil. They say that does about the same, um, but everybody else recommends the boiled linseed oil just for that reason. I didn't know that's why you wanted to use the linseed oil. And the other question was using the boiled versus the raw. And doing some research, it's kind of back and forth on it. Pretty much, the raw will leave a stickiness because it doesn't fully dry. But then again, some people are saying that when you use the boiled oil, it will start to draw up, but it will dry out before, or will dry and clog the pores before it totally saturates it. Now this is just what I've done with a little bit of 20-minute research to make sure I wasn't going to destroy this and find out that this wasn't the right stuff and find out why this wasn't the right stuff. If anybody else has anything to add, by all means go ahead and add it. I'm not an expert on this by any means. I will be showing you guys, maybe not a video, but a little like photo process of doing the boiled linseed oil, and we'll see how it works out. But right now I've got to head back to the store. So thanks for stopping by.